Hello, and welcome to Mama Says. I'm your host, Amber Autry. And before I get into this week's podcast, I want to encourage you to leave a positive review for Mama Says on Apple Podcasts. It helps so much, and it only takes a couple of minutes. Also, Anchor has provided the opportunity to support this podcast with a monthly amount of your choosing. You can just go to the show description notes, and it'll be right there for you. It helps the podcast improve and grow, and also gets me closer to the goal of creating cool Mama Says merch. So I thank you in advance for your support. So this week I talked to Raza and his mom, Syeda Jafri. They're so cool. They're so open during this interview, which I really appreciate. We talk about balancing your parents' dreams for your life and what you want to do. Syeda also shares her amazing story about coming to the U.S. as a teenager after marrying someone she had only met 3 days prior. She talks about growing up with her kids culturally in America, and it's really cool. She's a great mom. Raza is also an intelligent, hilarious comedian, and he shares his tips on how to kill it on stage every time. It's a great interview, and I know you're going to love it. So get cozy and enjoy this episode of Mama Says.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah!
Walaikum salam. How are you guys?
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
My name's Amber.
Nice to meet you, Amber. My name is Syeda.
So nice. Is it Haida, you said?
Syeda.
Syeda.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful name. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you. And your name is like Amber, like in our language. It's Amber, like it's sky. Amber.
Oh, that's so much better. In my name, in my culture, it just means white girl.
Yeah, you can say like that. Oh, good.
Well, thank you for doing this. It's so nice to meet you. To start off, I want to get to know you a little better. So, like, besides being an awesome mom to Raza, how do you occupy your time? What do you like to do?
With Raza?
Or just with yourself?
When with Raza, thinking about it, I'm really proud of my son. Whatever, so much proud of him. He's such a very nice and kind heart and very humble. Yeah, he's.
What do you like to do? आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है? Yeah, no. What do you like to do with your time? आप क्या करती हैं अपना time के साथ?
Now.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Okay, I got it. Sorry, but my English.
No, I thought I was letting you go. That was so sweet.
Yeah, okay. Now I more spend time for Plate, but when is Raza leaving, Shan move other place, and I feel like a very lonely feeling, very lonely, and like a emptiness, and feel crying inside. Yes, very badly. And I can sleep in the night. But kids never understand, never understand. Suddenly they move. But now I slowly, think about myself. Raza teach me, Shan teach me, and my other son teach me. Mom, think about yourself. You leave you alone because I can stand always with you. I can, we have a job, we have a school like that. Make yourself busy. Make something, because I very like to poetry. I love to writing. I write the stories. But after married, everything is stopped because I spend so much time with my kids. So I never think. And I love to play piano. So, I don't know how to play, but I love it. So Raza teach me, Mom, go class, take a piano class, go make a, writing, start the writing, and read the books. My English not good though, so he bring the books, novel. One of the novel is, I forgot the name. So Mom, one page, start reading, start yourself, you start your life new, start like that. And I try, but certain age, you're not same way like your young age,
Yeah.
But I try. Now I start Pilates. I'm going walk. I have a granddaughter, so I spend so much time with her, and I really enjoy. And
Can
when
you
she is, huh?
and say, can you show her? Are you sitting by Zoya?
She's sleeping.
Oh, oh my gosh, what an angel. Oh my gosh. Oh my
She's not that cute.
gosh.
She's got a weird body.
No, she's not. Don't say like
No.
that. She's my whole thing. After I'm crazy about her, and feel good inside when I see him come. She give me smiling like that with
Oh,
two teeth. So I have spend more time with her and for myself now. So I joined that my Pilates classes, and also I start piano. So, but it's still, this is my second class, but I don't know, it's still my finger how to use it.
good for you. So you have 3 sons, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And you're the youngest, Rosa?
I'm the middle.
He's a Miller.
Oh, okay. So what was it like for both of you growing up with like you 3 boys, like being a mom to 3 boys?
Three boys. It's a blessing.
Hmm.
It's a God blessing. It's a
What's the
blessing.
bad part about it?
A bad part because when they was young, it's no bad part. But when they finish is almost in high school, they start teenage things. Which one I work hard for them, but after is a part bad thing, which one doesn't know as usual, me and dad. He's such a smart, brilliant kid, my Raza.
Mom, this is not good material.
It is. This is so sweet.
No, as a mom, I'm not saying. I also tell to my other two sons, but no, they are not. He is. He is. He's very genius, smart, but he don't. He come back to medical school, all these things because he's very smart. I figure out when he's smart. First, when he was even not 1 years old, he stand up for creep and he say, "Mama." So everyone is surprised like that. Wow, he's not even 1 year and he's speaking. You shy, Radha, but this is true, okay? And then when he was in the sixth grade, and he was in the sixth grade, and I don't know. My dad read the newspaper, and he suddenly saw the Raza name. He's a high honor list. I said, "Oh, I don't know," you know. So I proud him.
Hmm.
And his sixth grade, he passed his ACT test, high school test. So he's such a good kid, good, and that's all. I always good memory with him.
So sweet.
Always good memory.
I
But
would say, yeah, go ahead.
sometimes I so mad he talked back me. No, mom, this is not right. I said, I tell you because I have experience. You don't have it.
I would say
Right.
from the perspective of like growing up with 3 boys, I think what was hard, especially for my mom, was that like she had no like feminine
Yes, yes,
energy
yes.
to like bounce off of. So like when drama happened at the mosque and shit like that, like it was just my dad and then us 3 brothers, and we all just like gave, rather than listening to her talk, it was just like, this is the solution, just do it or don't, and it
Yeah.
wasn't, that's not what she wanted. What she wanted was to talk about it, to hear about it, and like
Yeah, yeah. He's right.
talk,
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Because it's all four guys is on one side and I'm only my side.
Yeah.
So yeah, so because thinking is same as a man, as a boy, they have the same thinking, and I'm totally different. So no, mama, you're wrong. You not do it. And even his father jumped with them, not for me. So that's happened. But yeah, I feel like no girl at home, so it's more feeling like just boys. Now my granddaughter coming out, so I was thinking, oh, the girls is here. She's sleeping right now. Every day I'm going to store, I buy something for her. Everything. It's some clip, something like that. I do.
Oh, that's so sweet. So with like three boys, like Raza, and you can answer that. Well, both of you, like, what is special about y'all's relationship specifically compared to
Amongst the siblings?
Yeah.
There's quite a bit. I mean, like, our family is quite nuclear. Like, it's like very like it was like all of us like in it together, you know. We didn't have like a big extended family. And so when we were growing up, we were kind of like detached from the rest of the place where we lived. So it was just like us three brothers kind of hanging out amongst ourselves rather than like outside friends and stuff like that. I mean, we had outside friends, but that didn't happen till later on. So a lot of like this like formative youth was us three brothers. And then Kizzer, our oldest one, would make these games, like these elaborate like fucking board games, and then he was the rule maker, so he would inevitably win as well. Like me and my younger brother would just go along with it. Yeah, there's like a lot of that. And then as we got older, Kizzer kind of was 4 years older, so he like was going through things that we were not, and so he kind of distanced himself. And then me and Sean, my younger brother, kind of found girls and drugs at the same time, and so that like really bonded us. And then we went off to college and like kind of connected. Yeah.
So there wasn't like a lot of fighting between you guys?
Oh fuck yeah, there's so much fighting. So much fighting. Non-stop fighting. Who fought the most, Mom?
Huh?
You really?
You have more fighting then because you are like that. No, I don't want to do it. Shan always is polite because he is scared about both older brothers. So you always force him. Oh, I give you a point. You clean that, my room. You do this thing. So he always do. Yeah.
This is a great story. So like, me and my younger brother would play basketball, and then we would play like FIFA. Like PlayStation or whatever, and like we would make bets, and the bets were on chores. And I was older, so I was like naturally like, better at it. And like I ended up like him owing me like 100 chores, and it was like a lifetime worth of chores that he owed me. And so then my mom would come, me and my younger brother would share a room, and my mom would come in and be like, clean the room, and I would be like, get on it.
Wow.
And then Sean would start on it, and my mom's like, no, I asked you to clean the room. I didn't ask Sean to do it. And I'm like, no, we have an agreement between us that Sean's doing this. And my mom's like, no, you're doing it.
That's a good mom. She's like, no.
Yeah, he whatever, he just give it to everything. Oh, otherwise I'm not, because he's younger, otherwise I don't play with you. I'm not give you my point. I do any small kids, he say, okay. And then he did it. Sometimes he hiding me, I said, why you do it? No, Mom, because I want to do it. He not tell him his name.
That's trauma.
Yeah.
So what about between you two, like compared to like your relationship with your other sons and your relationship with Raza? Is there something special that you guys share?
I always open for Raza, and we discuss like sometime which one. Sometimes I discuss about Raza, don't tell, things, which one you tell your husband, or which one, like you trust blindly, like that. Sometime I talking about like that, and I just mention, I'm just discuss about you, not anyone else. So something and happens, so I always, like a blindly trust, like sometimes you have a very hard, heavy things, and you want somebody's shoulder or somebody even. So I always, go with him, and I know that he give me a good advice. I knew that. So it's sometimes, I feel something inside and comes out. So I'm not like a person to talk.
Oh no.
I'm not person like talking for here, there. I'm more close to my kids, more close, more than close anyone else. Uh, Believe me or not, even not my husband. I'm very close, very friendly for all my three. Sometimes Raza is make me, like, no, I don't want to do it. Why you do it? Make me angry.
Right.
But still, whatever I have some problem, I'm concerned about Raza. Just blind eyes, just tell him, and he give me a very good advice. Mom goes, sometime, he says, Mom, sit down, do yoga, do this thing. Okay, let's go do with me. Take a deep breath, this and that, this and that. So this is I'm say for God is a blessing, and at least I'm very friendly for my kids. We are fighting, we are love, we are listen, we are respect. So which one very thin boundary in respect and disrespect, which one my kids always keep that boundary, they not cross the boundary because they are a parents, so they understand how to parents value. So this is really God blessing me. This is a good thing.
And that comes from
There's
good parenting.
yeah. There's the backstory to this is like, so my mom moved. My mom got married to my father 3 days after she met him, and so it was an arranged marriage,
Yeah,
right, Mom?
yeah,
And so
complete arranged marriage.
yeah, and then after they got married, very quickly after that, they moved to America.
Oh my God.
And so there was my mom didn't have like her network of family and friends that she knew in Pakistan, because she moved to Houston where she knew no one essentially.
Nobody.
And then at that point she had Kizzer, who's my older one, and then so then all of the kind of lack of um, you know losing all the
Community.
people that are important in your life, or like not losing them, but like not having them close by. And at that time, obviously, there's no internet or anything like that, so you can't really talk to them even. So all of her love and kind of everything she had, and then my dad was just hustling, like he had to survive in America, so he was like working nonstop. And my dad was a doctor in Pakistan, but when he came here, you have to do all of the movements again. You have to go take the tests and stuff like that, and he had a kid to feed, and so he got whatever job he could, and struggled and worked like a dog to earn a living. And my mom was at home, um, raising the kids, and so everything around her was foreign, and all she had was us. So
Yeah, this is my whole word. So I just put this is my word and my aim. I give you good education. I make something, my all kids, people proud them, all these things in my aim. So my husband is going work outside, and I'm focused just my kids, for day or night.
Wow.
I love you guys.
love you.
What a strong, beautiful story. What were you feeling when that was going on, like getting married and moving to a complete new country? What was going on emotionally?
Now I'm used to, okay, because my husband not like that too, because he's worked so hard. This is so more is come home, sit and relax, like that. So emotionally, really, feel like lonely, all these things. But when I see my kids, my emotionally everything is my kids. I don't know how to explain you. I never think outside anybody or anything, just in if you ask me whatever you enjoy, I just say I enjoy every moment for my all three kids. Every moment I remember that, because Raza knows I enjoy the moment. I'm not enjoying what's happening tomorrow, or after 1 hour what's happening. If I'm sit with my kids, I will enjoy that moment. So always I never miss anything, because every moment I go with them karate. So my kids is scared go to karate class. I take myself to karate class, sit with them. So I take my own bag. They scared about going to something. I go inside this place and sit with them and do with them, like that. So Even if I don't have a money, I have a money for one ice cream. I have a 3 boys. I buy one ice cream and enjoy one licking one strip. And I see the face my kids. I that is my life. That is I'm not missing anything. This is my thing. Still, my granddaughter here, when she come here, I'm happy. This morning, my daughter-in-law, my son comes home and make a breakfast. So when they come, I enjoy moment. My kids coming, I make breakfast like 2, 3 dishes right now.
Yeah,
So this
it's
is a moment.
nonstop food.
Yeah.
It's like food is like the anchor of like how
Yeah.
love is communicated in this family.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think
So,
that's true for many families, but it's grotesque how much food is
yeah.
consumed.
Eh, I'm a really I like I sleeping. I have a fasting today, and I really tired, really tired. Just my son called me, Mom, can I come? You make a breakfast? Oh yes. I just stand up like it. My granddaughter coming, my this singing, and my husband looking my face and say, "You just told me 5 minutes. I'm tired. I'm not doing anything."
Oh, but they give you life.
So,
That's so wonderful.
yeah, so that is my life. I'm not enjoying outside anymore, except my kids here in front of me or talking the phone. This is my life.
Did you
This
always
is the
want
only
to be a
thing.
mom?
Huh?
Did you always want to be a
Say
mom?
again? Even I don't know. I'm married when I'm 17 years old.
Mm.
Almost 17 done, almost. So, but I don't know about to think about the mom, this kind of this,
Yeah,
third
there's no
world
real other
company,
option.
What do you mean?
that
Like
time, Amri, never think, you just stay here with under your parent or elder brother and sister in a pressure. You never think that way, married, love, this and that. You just do steady or just help for parents like that. So never comes like I'm parent. Right? When I pregnant first time, I'm just confused. How can I parent? How I am a pregnant? How is a pregnancy? All this I didn't know these things. But thank
still
God,
confused.
husband is a good husband, and he, like he's was doctor. He doing the residency their time over there. Yeah.
Were you gonna say something, Rosa? I saw.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. Your spirit is just so you're an awesome mom. Like just the excitement you get about your kids is really beautiful.
My kids make me awesome.
Oh,
Their credit not going to only me. The credit is going also my kids.
Okay, so
So
I guess the flip coin to this is like this kind of love is beautiful and it's overwhelming, and so like growing up, especially like in my 20s, there's this need to like explore and be my own person, and there's this kind of this cultural bonding. I would say yeah, I mean it was just like this was hard to try to both balance family and also figure out who I am by exploring and going out and about, and there's a lot of tension and friction in trying to come to like an equilibrium where I love my family and I love my mom and all of that, and I want to give them time and attention, but I also know I need to be off, like traveling or doing comedy or pursuing what I want,
right.
and so but I think we're in would you agree, Mom, that we're in a better place of understanding?
yeah, you know what? Before the because you coming different country, different culture, different atmosphere, and all that place is a family and that joint family things. And when you come America, and I'm also young, and I have a baby, so you scare for other country, other culture, right or wrong. So that's happened. So I'm trying to do for my kids like just grown up whatever I grown up,
Right.
what is the value of your own culture, values of your family things. So I try to teach them this way. So something like honestly like something now I'm okay, but when you was young, your baby is young, so you try to know, don't do this, that, this is not our culture, don't do this, that, this thing. But the kids is confused, when is they going to 20s like that? So they say, Mom, we are born here, we raised here. Why you always say don't do this, that? Or people say something, or don't people say something? So this is a, make uh, confusing for my kids, I think so. But when they grown up, we understand now. I also grown up with them. That's why I say I'm grown up with my kids for culture wise,
Right.
right, Raza?
Yeah.
Raza? Yeah.
Yeah.
So culture wise and as for because when my kids going to high school, they teach me this and that. Which one I'm so shouted at them. No, 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 this not I. This one. But this is I must say I'm grown up with my kids for American culture, American things, all these things. So I'm grown up with my kids. So now it's more understanding, but still, even American parents or my other culture parents, always they, what is wrong? They always say this is wrong, this is not right. So even my culture or any culture parents, so they always teach the kids, but kids say no, no, this is a no. They want whatever they want to.
Yeah.
So, but it's our job as a parent, always say, because they are always my kids. They always I have a more experience as a parent, more experience with them, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm already I I'm sorry.
No, don't. I'm 30 and I'm still like, when am I gonna finally just start just listening to my mom? 'Cause you guys you're always right.
Yeah,
You go
no,
wherever, you're
I'm not saying don't say, listen parents, even you listen parents and explain them and tell them good or right way. Which one I always does now every time we ever conversation, I said, why should I do? You told me. Why should I do? You don't listen to me what I say. You understand
Yeah.
how you feel that?
She was like, I don't know why you want me to come to this interview. Why? I don't want to. You don't do all sorts of shit. Giving me shit about coming to this.
So, so always listen parent, and the parent is, I'm not saying parent always is right? But think in your mind, they are your parent. They're not is always right, but they also not wrong because they think that way may be good for them kids.
yeah.
They think about the good thing for kids, not. So this is your job. You guys more intellectual. You are more educated. This is your job to sit down and say, I'm thinking that way, this way. You right, mom or dad. You right. Maybe you right. This is your aspect. So teach them really nice or polite way. It's a parent. They always listen to. They want to be the kids go touch the sky. They want to be kids. Tell them whole world, this is my kid, this is, they feel proud. So every parents want that way. So it's a kid job, because now is a media, now is a electronic, everything is I must say my new generation more intelligent and smart than are, you know
Mm.
so they nowadays parents listen the kids, I think so. Just teach them very nice way. If you just anger, or you just pissed off like that, it's hard. It's hard, So like that. But if you guys very smart, very intelligent, and but you have to learn that way how to talk to parents nice way. Which
This
one?
is
This one
this
is
is the classic move of my mom, which is like she'll compliment my intelligence and then give me instructions after. You're very smart. You do this instead.
That's so you're listening.
Yeah.
No, Raza, why you think about that way? You're not smart. You never think about it. Think about it around your friends. You're such a smart genius.
I know.
Think about
Thank you,
around
Mom.
your friends, huh?
Thanks, Mom.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
She always hypes me up, and then why wouldn't I use it against her later on when we have a disagreement? I remind her how brilliant I am.
brilliant use is different way. Wow.
What's the most beautiful thing you find about each other?
What's a beautiful what?
What's the most beautiful thing you find about each other or admire about the other one?
I love my mom's heart. My mom's like she's like I think I got this from her, but like her ability to connect with people and exude love, and I think she got it from her mom, from Nani, from my grandma. The sense of just like an abundance of love that like she gives out freely, even if
your friends.
even if she knows she might get hurt. She's willing to do it every time, even when the person maybe doesn't deserve it. Yeah, and that like, yeah, that's I think beautiful.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I think so. For me, same all is, I like the Raza one thing, which one always admire me. Like one thing I never ever forgot. One thing. He coming for university, and so he's in a train station. He just stopped by, and then one guy stand over there to looking for ride, and no ride over there. I think so 12 o'clock in the night, and 12 or 1 o'clock. And he just called him, and I think so he also have a taxi or something at that time, maybe not a car. And he gave him ride and drop his house, and he tried to pay his money. And he said, no, you help someone else. So I like his this quality to help other people. He helped them and he teach them to help other person. To don't do anything for me, but just this one is very admire me. So he tried to do help the other person, like that. So this one is very nice. This is the one accident I remember that, but he did a lot of things like that.
You know what's weird is that like Mom Amber only knows me from my racist comedy. That's the only thing Amber knows about me. Because I'm just a vile human being. And so this is a kind of a different angle.
I'm shocked. Mine.
Now you meet him, you shock.
Yeah.
No, but this is 100%, true thing. Me and my husband sometimes he's mad that this is your money. Why you make the other person? He's guy like that. This is a right maybe English. My English not good though. Okay, is the right thing because he's lifted other person up. This is his equality. Believe me or not, that's why it's admired for everyone because he's tried to, even sometimes I'm really mad. This person not good, Raza. Why you give it to them, this, then, teach them this and that. But this person not good. But he said, that's okay, mom. And that's okay, dad. And he lived that person, this one I really, really like it. And it's supposed to be good things.
Sounds like he got it from you. You guys admire the same thing?
People say like that. Yeah, he's yeah. I born like that. I don't know. Sometimes my kids uh, uh, very shouted at me. Why this person? Very, in a family member too. Is in a family member, they give you not a good, time, or they make me really hard for me, but still if they call me, I'm just run and do it. So my kids say, mom, don't do that, like that. But this is my nature. So
Yeah.
I don't know what should I do. I'm crying. I just come home and I'm crying myself. Why should I do? Why I'm not give you a call, talk back them? Why I'm not doing this and that? I just think 5 minutes and then let's go. Oh, forget it. I do something good. So that I believe this thing. If you do good something, that comes to you back, but different way,
Hmm.
different way. Not like when I see my kids, I feel happy inside and out. So I said, this is maybe come back for me. So like that.
Have you seen Raza's comedy?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, they came
yes.
to visit Austin in for my birthday, and then they saw a show, and it was a great show. It was like a packed room. It was like 80 people,
Yeah.
and it was like the first time they've seen my show since I started like 3.5 years ago when I was dog shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it awesome to watch him? Like,
Oh yes. Does I explain you how I am? If my kids do something, I'm just shouting and
yeah, it's
clapping.
a little a lot.
it's a
It's like
little lot.
she's she'll
Really, it's
yell
lot,
like
lot.
just everyone stops paying attention and then listens to her, which is great. It's just great. But I had to tell, I was like, I told kids, I was like, can you tell mom not to like be ridiculous with her laughing? Like, because I want it to be natural, not like, like a hype man
I'm a
in the
natural,
audience.
Raza. You don't know. You say, yes,
I
I'm
know,
a
but
natural.
so then afterwards, I did well, but I saw from the corner my mom. My mom's like, they told me I couldn't laugh at a comedy show,
Yeah,
but I was just like, mom, just be cool with it. I can't. But yeah,
my voice is very loud everywhere. You remember that other one
yeah.
Indian guy coming, even you don't know I'm coming that comedy. Remember you
Oh
are with the
yeah,
Vakas. So I
yeah.
don't know about you was there. I'm just laughed and very badly.
She
So
laughed so I wasn't sitting with her, and she laughed so loudly that the comic stopped and was like, "Do we need to get her water?" You know?
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
why not? Why not? This is me. I'm
Right.
enjoying and I'm a big mouth and laughter. And I am like that. I am like that. Why I just laugh? People laugh, "Hey," and then no, I'm laughing really badly. And music is my weakness too. So when I hear the music and some kind of music concert, oh, I'm so ooh.
Yeah, she goes nuts. There's actually, it's interesting because like Amber, I don't know if you do this, but like before you go on stage, how do you like prepare yourself? Do you have like a mental thing you go through?
Yeah, I try to just be alone and like calm.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I imagine how I'm funny with the people I'm funniest with. So like there's like two people that I thought about a lot, at least back when I was in Chicago, which is like my younger brother, because him and I laugh a lot, and then a friend of mine his name is Adrian, who him and I were really funny together. So like I would just like think of those moments and then like get into that funny state and then go up on stage. So and then so anyway, so then that show, my whole family came, and my mom and dad came, and they sat and they watched, and it was like a sea of people. It was like 100 people, but I could see where my parents were, and that show, I felt the most natural I've ever felt on stage. And I realized like they were there, and so like it didn't matter, like I'm funny with them, and so like who I was just showed up on stage. And now like in my mind I think of my parents and my brother, just like my family, but like in particular, because like my brothers were in the back, my parents were up in the front. So now I think of them, and it brings me to a state of just like where I feel funniest, because I feel understood, and I can be an asshole in the way I'm an asshole or whatever, but realize that like that understanding is implicit in the conversation, and it doesn't matter because I have everyone I need already. So yeah, so now I think of them.
That is great advice. That's such a good method.
Yeah.
And a blessing to have family who, like, I know a lot of comedians who are like, oh, my parents are coming, so I have to like not do these jokes or be this way. But
yeah,
the fact that you can just be yourself is really dope.
Yeah. I don't think I changed any joke. It was just as racist. Yeah.
That's amazing. Is there a story that you both can think of that maybe something hard you got through or something crazy that you went through either younger or recently that you got through?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing that my mom still has a gripe with is that I quit medical school. So my dad was a doctor. When he moved here, he couldn't be a doctor. Like he had to take all the tests again. He had kids, and so he had to just work, right? So they kind of lived vicariously. No, that's not the right word, but like they put all that pressure of success into becoming a doctor. They put it on all three of us. And it was like, it was just the understanding of what success is like an occupation that's respectable and you can provide for your family, and so especially like growing up. I can't see your face.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Growing up, like we didn't have a lot of money, and so the emphasis on becoming a doctor was also kind of like kind of rescuing us from poverty.
Yeah.
It wasn't abject poverty, but it was like, the money was always a problem, like constantly. And then my older brother, we were all supposed to be doctors. It was like, and then my older brother gave up like first semester of college and went into business. And then it fell on me. And I was also kind of hyped up as the intelligent one. And so, and I like learning. So like, I like, did it. I went to undergrad and took all the classes I needed to. And I took the exam and I passed the exam and I started teaching the exam. And then I got into medical school and then, but like, prior to getting into medical school, I had like a friend of mine had convinced me to go study abroad. And so I lived in Denmark. And that was scary for my parents because that was the first time I was leaving the country, and then I came back just like with a completely different view of like what I wanted to do. But I still like to learn. What's up? Jay.
I'm not say when you go abroad, like you go different countries. Which one I'm thinking when you go Boston, teaching the teaching the other MCAT student older than you,
Mm-hmm.
so they change your mind. Which one I'm 100%,
Yeah.
So when you come back to abroad, like Denmark or everything, you still that you good though. But when you go to Boston University and then teaching older than you guys, they brainwash you. Which one I'm thinking? Yeah, they say, oh, it's medical nothing or this thing, do this.
So what happened was like I was teaching the MCAT, which is the exam you take to get into medical school, and then I like ended up at Boston University and I was teaching there, and they I just met all these interesting people who like, I was like working and I wasn't in the school system anymore. And we were like going to New York City on the weekends and like there's this, and they're really intelligent people too, you know, like this guy had gone to Harvard and then gone to medical school and then quit and then was just doing his own thing. And it was just like, so I saw that like, there were so many fun things I could do, interesting things I could do. And then I went to medical, but I was like, I like learning, so medical school will be fine. So I went to medical school and that was the driest people, just like status oriented, old money, and just, and I was in Florida and just miserable. So then I like, it came to this point where I had to decide, do I want to try to accomplish my parents' dreams of what success meant, or did I want to pursue what I wanted to pursue in this life? And
no, honey, you can say bro, parents' dreams, because this is also your dream, but your dream changed after meet the Boston people.
Yeah, so that's what happens with dreams.
So you make your own dream. You have a same dream. You didn't say like right now, okay, you parent dream.
Before Boston Mom, who was brainwashing me about becoming a doctor?
The dad, right?
Exactly.
Dad, me is education, make something successful. Amma, you tell me.
Don't put her in your corner.
No. I'm asking something like, did I tell him wrong? Because he is got that is MCAT score, highest score, like 34, 36. I forgot that.
Yeah, 35.
Yeah. So he's very.
I don't remember.
What do you think? So think about it. So he's not a smart guy. He's a smart guy. That's why I called him. He's a smart guy. So that's his thing. Okay, now I just say
all right.
Yeah, but yeah. So then I had to. I bought a one-way ticket back to Chicago, and I was gonna stay with this girl that I was talking to, that I was seeing, and then and then I landed in Chicago, and then that exploded, and then my shit was in the hallway, and so then I had to it was my fault. And then I took a bus in the middle of the night to my brother's place because he was living in Champaign-Urbana at U of I. He was in college. So then I like took a bus in the middle of the night. I gathered my stuff from the hallway and then took a bus in the middle of the night to my brother's place. And because I couldn't tell them that I had quit. Like it was I wanted to figure out what I wanted, like, how was I going to make money, and I didn't want to like go back home. And so I went to my brother's place and then like lived, and I just was like, kind of like on campus at U of I, but didn't go there. And I would just study in the library and learn programming. And then there was this kind of like, hey, you got to go back to the family, and like
but he talking about you talking about also my elder son, and
my older brother.
Yeah, he's one of the always nice and like that thing, and every day he came home and he said, convinced, especially father and me, and he's convinced, oh, if he not doing so big deal, if he didn't tell me you'll be there, but he just convinced us, especially dad, they convince him, oh, dad, if your son not doing medical, so what's a big deal, but he doing something. This every day he convince us or say some good things like that, but so making it. But this is a very heartbroken time. Me
for
too.
Sure, because like right before that, like one is like, their whole experience in America was could have been different if my dad was just what he was back in the homeland, right? And so there was all this pressure, and then like when I got into medical school, that's like the big hump, that's the big gatekeeper. Once you get into medical school, there's still a lot of other shit you have to do, but like you got in, that's the hard part. at least initially. And like, so when I got in, they threw this like big party with everyone in the community. You know, they were like proud of me, and it was like, whatever, he got in. And it was like
graduation party, like everybody did a graduation party.
And then that was like 2 weeks before I started medical school, and I was in medical school for 6 weeks before I dropped out.
Wow.
And so it was kind of a lot of like embarrassing for them.
Yeah.
You know, which I recognize, but like, I mean, I felt like I had no choice, because I would have been miserable if I stayed.
Mm-hmm.
I was miserable there. Just real dumb people. I mean, they're fine. They're probably smart. I don't know. Anyways, nobody smoked pot. Huh?
Not where you wanted to be.
Not where I wanted to be. Yeah. Or the people I wanted to be around.
Right.
I was just like cutting cadavers, just feeling miserable and not connected to it, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, my dad was especially devastated. He didn't really show it. He never shows much, but like I had gone through like a psychedelic phase, and there was just like paintings and shit I had painted and stuff all over my wall in the room that I lived in. And when I came back, he had like ripped it all down. Oh. And it was like sad, but like but I understand where it came from. It was like, you know, his own pain. And then I fucking figured out programming, and now I make a ton of money. Well, I'm unemployed now, but like I figured my life out, I think, mostly. Yeah. And then I rubbed it in their faces when I could figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I also have a sense.
But that was hard. They were supportive after they got past it. They've been supportive.
Because they see your happiness, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have the same. I have the same. Things is a broken heart like that, because it's a. You feel your son, touch the sky, and suddenly he changed the mind, and you. Even you spend whatever you have a money and whatever you have a energy, I do it. Even he forgot his book, and 12 o'clock in the night, I just take it, told my elder son, or sometimes go drop the kids, he have exam, he need the books, and a lot of things to do it, cooking for him, be he just enjoy food and study this and that, physically, mentally prepared, and plus money. That one interview, how much one application, how much money you spend there. Like Raza say, we struggle the money too, but we have some dreams. So this money better for my son, they'll work hard. Even I start the job, this thing. So that is I right, that's when I say it's a hard times, it's a broken heart too. Yeah, it's a bad time, that things. Yeah, my husband hardly is really quiet person, not talk too much, but when he said it's because I live with him last 30 years, 35 years, I know he's very sad inside, very sad. He hardly crying, but he crying that day. Raza called me 4 o'clock, or I think so, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, exactly, but it's very late. He called me, Mom, I'm boring here, medical school. Why you are bored? Why you not study? I'm done. The stupid guy study still, I can do it. I'm done. I'm study already. I know whatever he want in the exam. But this guy still study. Go with them. Oh, they study. I know all these things. He called me maybe in the middle of the night, and I say, so if you're boring, go outside, walk, or do something, So when he called me, he say, that night I'm not sleep. I said, why he think God help him, like that. This is happens. These things, well, everything is good. My kids here, they're happy and they're healthy, and this is a big enough for me.
Yeah.
I want to be see the happiness, smile face, and joking around the family. This is a big thing in the family. That is the only thing, and that is the only thing we want for my
Yeah.
kids.
So now,
But every parent want to settle for the life, they want to be. Actually, my husband and me, we struggle really badly here. So no parent want to that kids go struggling,
right.
like that. This is the only way we thinking.
So I obviously you guys are pretty open with each other, I can tell, but now that this is, stamped in time and you guys will have this forever, what is one thing you want each other to know forever, whether you've told each other before or you haven't said it?
I'm gay.
Dope. Look at her face.
Raza.
I don't know, Mom.
She's like,
She's so disappointed.
yeah. She's like, next. No.
I don't know.
I just say I'm really love you. This is my whole world. Now one person coming, my whole world, my granddaughter. So this is my world. I give a shit whole world. I'm not care about anybody, but I want to wear my kids around with me and be happy, smiley face, and we are really love you. Whatever you are, but we love you bottom our heart. We always waiting the phone calls. My kids call me, talking to me. This is the only things, and we are really want to be my all kids. Inshallah, they successful, whatever they want to, whatever. But we want to be successful in that line, whatever they choose the line.
Yeah. I want you to know, Mom, that I am who I am because of you and Dad. And I am infinitely appreciative of what you've given me.
We love you so much. You are everything for us. You all three, my world's going like that. All three. I
Well,
must
four
say
now,
now.
huh?
Huh?
Ab 4 ho gaya. So yeah.
Zoya badi badmash ho gayi hai. She's such a cutie pie. Yeah, very cutie pie. And
Can we see her
huh?
again? Still sleeping?
Oh. Whoa, look at that. Oh my goodness.
It's adorable.
Truly. She doesn't have a weird body.
I don't know what I was thinking.
She's not 1 year old. She walking. Believe me or not, last week my son bring her to my house and she do a lot of things. Suddenly, Raza, me and Abba, me and my husband both say, she like a smart like a Raza. Look at that. She stand up and she do this Raza. When I saw that, suddenly we both talking Raza like that. Both in comes out. Me and my husband, they come same word. They comes out. She's like so smart. Look at that. She walking. She do this thing. She did this thing. So I told her. I told my elder son. I said, she's so smart. She's like a Raza.
Oh,
Usually kids not walk in 10 months. She walking. She walk, she stand up, so like that. So when I saw her, remind me Raza things, like that.
well, you've got
So
competition, Raza.
Nah, at least my body looks normal.
I hope she never listens to this. That's terrible. So finally, I want to ask, what would be your Mama Says advice, whether that's to kids or to other parents? What's your like universal advice as a mom?
As a mommy,
As a mom, yeah.
is advice like I think I told you before. You guys know better than us because I'm sitting home. I'm not going school, college, or hang around other people. But always respect elders, your parents, always. They don't want to be bad for you. They don't want to be, things, anything. They, whatever they think, they tell you maybe good for you. It's not me they think about you wrong. And always respect elders. Always respect your parents. And don't cross the boundary. Don't cross the boundary because they have when they get older, they heart very small. So you don't know how much they suffer when you born, how much they suffer, how much he goes through the things. You don't know. Even not a parent, you don't know. I don't know you, uh, Amber. I don't know, but don't whatever you think, just tell them very nice way, polite way, and listen to them. Even I don't right to finger out you, oh, you look this and that, or you this, because you don't know, I don't know how you goes through these things like that. So I just tell every kids, you know, if you do best, touch their things. Parent never say wrong. They never ever right. Always not. I'm not always right. Whatever I have a knowledge, whatever I have a education, and whatever I have experienced, whatever I see the world, so they give me advice for the kids. This is only things I tell them. My kids, every kids, I have to respect them, respect them. And I swear to God, I believe me, and I say, God blessing. If you make your parents happy, God blessing always with you. Always. That's his only things. Always. Because is a parent give you always pray for you. Dua. I don't know what you say in English. Dua, Raza?
Dua, prayer.
Prayer and अच्छी दुआएं बोलना, always
Well
blessing,
wishes.
the well wishes, blessing for all the time. Even you hurt the parent heart or everything, they always want to be you touch the sky. Always we want to be happy. Always they want to be happy. For all over the world, I just might these things.
That's great advice. This has been so nice, and I appreciate both of you sharing your time with me.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for doing
thank
this,
you
Amber.
so much. Thank you so much, Amber. Thank you.
1000%.
Very nice to talk to you. And
Yeah,
sorry,
it was
my
great.
English not good though, so not explained right.
Amber's English
Right.
is not good either, so it's okay.
No, I'm from the South, so it's, yeah. No, you were wonderful, and I really
You too. Thank you so much.
have an awesome
Thank you, Amber.
You're such a
Love
nice
ya.
person. Love you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
she's
you,
the
Amber.
sweetest.
Keep in touch.
Yeah.
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 Oh, you
if
talking
ever,
to me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that. Oh my gosh, you just made
Come.
my day.
Oh, if you come, I
Oh,
want to
she'll
be hanging
feed
around
you
this.
till you can't breathe.
Oh.
That sounds wonderful. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to
She's the
that.
best cook I know.
Oh,
My mama is. But yeah,
Yeah.
whenever you're in town, Amber.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm back in town, you guys have to meet.
1000%. 1000%.
Cool.
Okay.
Have an awesome
Thank
day.
you, Amber. Thank you. Love you, Raza.
Love you, Mom.
Take care. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, beta.